begin our second panel, Borsa Istanbul Group presentation. So I will invite the participants for this panel now. First up, we have Associate Professor Dr. Güzhan GÜLAY, Executive Vice President of Borsa İstanbul, Türkiye. Welcome. And next up, we have Mr. Taşkın ÖKER, Executive Vice President of Takas Bank, Türkiye. And our last participant is Özkan İlkay KIZILTOPRAK, Executive Vice President of Market Operations, Merkezi Kayıt Kuruluşu. Now I'll leave you to enjoy our next panel discussion.
Well, I would like to welcome you all, our distinguished guests and our colleagues, to this informative panel. We are going to just try to give you some insights about what we are doing internationally with our partners and with our colleagues here. And so I would like to start immediately so that I will not take your time too much. So, well, I can just start with the services on the exchange technology that we do for our clients and for our colleagues here. So, what we do internationally is that we first, let me just give you some examples from that. We have just done this with our colleagues in the Middle East, some exchanges, some CCP and CSD centers, and also we have some other services extra apart from this that I will just tell you, and I will just have them on the presentation also. So first of all, when we take a project together with our customers, we like to be in the design study, because sometimes the CRs are more expensive than the design studies. So we always try to be in the building up process, so that we will just transfer our know-how and our knowledge to our customers. And by the way, let me just tell you one more thing. We have just been through these. So together with our group companies, Takas Bank and MKK, we have these experiences and we have these extra know-how from our own programs. So the program management and project management is also done by us if needed. And we do have a project management department, more than 20 people. And more than the half is on the Takas Bank side. And so when we have a project management, a project to manage, we do also involve it with the project management. And so the testing and business IT is the other things that we are using. Usually we are helping our customers on the NASDAQ applications, because they are almost more than half of the world is using NASDAQ technology, including most of our colleagues here. So whenever there is a renewal, especially nowadays the equator is out of fashion, and so they are going to just change it. So we have to be prepared for that. So we are, but no worries, we are totally ready for that. And what we do, we also do the testing for our customers. We do the early customer tests, we do the acceptance tests, and we do have experienced and people who has the know-how and the experience on these facilities, or whatever you call them. I mean, the preparation, the test case writing, and also the acceptance or rejection of the test cases. And so negotiating, especially with the program writers, and so that finding the right solution for our customers. And also, as you know, whenever you change a system, there is a trouble. None of your applications work with the new applications, new systems. So you have to make some middleware programming or change some adaptations, make some adaptations, change the sources or the others. So we here also have some solutions for you. And I can just give you some numbers. My colleagues will also just inform you about that. But in Borsa Istanbul alone, we do have 285 IT personnel. So about 80 of them are specially for the Nasdaq applications, and the other ones are for the middlewares, networking, and all the other facilities on the IT side. So we have I think, a huge one for the IT. So we can just handle any programming or any changes in your own programs and in your own applications. And also, when we just come to the troubles when you have a new application or any new system, the other problem is the migration. So you have to always have your old data transferred to your new programs from the legacy systems, and you have to have it right without any losses. And also you have to adapt the old data to be readable or to be useful with the new system. So the adaptation period is sometimes very difficult, and that's one of the other things that we also help you in, because we have done it 4 times in our own systems, because we have just had 4 systems, and we have just transferred them in a period of time between 2015 and 18 into new systems. So within this time period, we have done it 4 times. So we are so experienced about that. And also the Go Live support and post-Go Live support is also the other things that we are doing. And when we come to the other services, rather than these trading systems or exchange systems, we do have the technical documentation support when you have an application like connecting the 2 exchanges together, and if you need some technical writing about the application, because sometimes it is difficult to tell the counterparties what is it all about. We have the technical documentation support. We do have index calculations, and we do it for lots of investors, lots of investment firms and portfolio management firms in Turkey. We do calculate indexes, and after we have just completed the ISCO rules and regulations, we are going to be ready to have the international index programming, and so we will just save fortunes while you are giving them to other index firms, which has a reputation all over the world, but also needs a lot of money to continue for the business. And also training and testing support for the surrounding systems like the data wall or the other surveillance, business operation activities, and others are also in our scope. Microservice operating and monitoring applications that we write, for example, and we do have a research and development division in our IT department. So, for example, the Jindo, which is a microservice operating and monitoring application, is also written by us and is given to another customer, and more than one customer, in fact, to be used for these facilities. PTRM support, which is the pre-trade risk management, we have also just developed some good programs for that, and we have just sold it back to the origin between you and us. So, and the data dissemination is another facility that we are using, that we are just giving to the other customers. We have also done a we have done we still disseminate 3 exchanges data to the whole world. And we do have some hubs some co-location hubs in Great Britain. So you would just be able to send your data faster than through the data dissemination channels and companies. So when we come to the BizTech trading system, what is BizTech trading system? BizTech trading system is something that we have just bought from NASDAQ about 5 years ago or 8 years ago, let's say. And it was a Genie-based program, trading program, including the settlement and custody. And so this program is continuously developed by us, by our customers, by our developers, and it is going to be still in fashion. I mean, it is not out of fashion. It is still a up-to-date program with all the partitions and also with the other facilities with the co-location and HFT and everything. So we do have 27 countries in the list to sell this program because we own the codes. And we just do it for the Turkey countries, Balkans and Middle East and the Far East. So also we provide some services about the giving support for the trading systems for the Far East exchanges. So far we are serving for 4 or 5 of them. So about the so it's
time is up now, okay, so if you can wind it up, that would be
all right.
Then thank you.
Then I can go. Okay,
sure.
Okay, I'm going.
Whenever you're ready to,
right.
yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
To wind.
So we have also implemented our program in TÜRİP, and we do have some solutions which a few companies has, and it is the CASA application which we give it for the mercantile exchanges. And we have some features, and whoever is interested, I can just give you them in detail later on. And as I said before, we have the PTRM API solutions and some other technical solutions. So I have just mentioned them in my speech before. So we also develop the index programs, not only the programs, but also not the indexes, but also index programs. So the time is up. Sorry for that. I wish I would just have more time, but thank you very much for listening. And if any questions, I'm at your disposal. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you to Mr. Güzhan GÜLAY. And I just want to make a point here. I misinformed you before. This was a session of a presentation by Borsa İstanbul Group, not a panel discussion, but a panel discussion is coming up after we finish our presentations. So next up, we have Taşkın ÖKER, Executive Vice President of Takas Bank Türkiye.
Dear guests, my name is Taşkın ÖKER, and I'm working as the Executive Vice President and responsible for IT at Takas Bank. Thank you for your participation to this session. But before I want to start the presentation, and I would like to underline an awareness that we all know. The first Olympics were held in the early 20th century, and 100-meter running world record was broken in 10.6 seconds. In the 2024 Olympics, the same distance was run in 9.8. The worst record in this race was 9.9. In short, you cannot run in the finals today with the old world record performance. Nothing has changed in the human body over time. What made the difference was the processing of the data. Speed of the data processing has increased a lot in recent years. We determine our goals and produce solutions according to outputs of the processed data new needs and developments. As Takas Bank, we established a strong organization that believes in how data processing can make a big difference, and we work together. Takas Bank provides quite a wide range of services. Takas Bank core services are its banking, central counterparty, as you know, it's CCP, clearing and settlement services, as well as its custody services. As seen in the slide, our bank has many services and offers in the financial ecosystem. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to talk about all of these services in this short time. If you'd like to get more detailed information, you can visit our website www.takasbank.com.tr. Today, I will only focus on blockchain technologies, which has been quite trendy worldwide in the recent years. I would like to talk about BIGA, our blockchain-based digital asset, and its platform, Takas Chain. Takas Bank vision is create a transfer and payment system based on blockchain technology. The main focus area is defined as development of blockchain infrastructure that can be used in the existing financial ecosystem. In other words, development of tokenization infrastructure. We define three focus areas underlying asset privacy and regulatory compliance. When current blockchain projects are examined, it's seen that digital assets are not supported by an underlying physical asset. In addition, it's observed that there is high volatility in the markets. As known in blockchain world, most of the current digital assets are not based on a physical asset. In order to prevent unexpected market volatility, each digital asset of the current financial sector is predefined on a physical basis in blockchain-based solutions. In terms of privacy and regulation, there are two main types of blockchain networks. The first one, every transaction is visible to everyone, and the second one, no details are available. This is one of the biggest issues that makes it difficult for regulations to adopt this technology. Therefore, we found the solution to this problem by creating a third type of blockchain network. The solution is called zero-knowledge algorithm. Zero-knowledge algorithms are used in the BIGA and the Takas Chain platform and provide a transaction infrastructure that complies with financial regulations. This structure is designed to allow the sender and the receiver to view all transactions privately. The parties to approve or reject a transaction even if they are not available to see content of transactions. As you know, mathematics is magic. The regulatory parties on the system to view the content of any transactions at any time. We started working on the BIGA project in 2017. It was the first project-built blockchain infrastructure and is now a product in use. BIGA is the first digital asset represented Takas Chain. BIGA means 1 gram of gold in Turkish. BIGA is a digital tool that enables the transfer of the gold, the certain standards, and a physical store. This transfer is done in a secure, controlled, and confidential manner through non-physical means. BIGA cannot be mined. Each 1 BIGA is equal to 1 gram of physical gold. It's a type of stable coin. BIGA is created in exchange for physical gold stored in Borsa İstanbul vaults or Turkish state mint vaults. We aim to establish a transfer and payment system infrastructure using blockchain technology. BIGA is the first enterprise blockchain network established in the Turkish financial ecosystem. Before the BIGA business model, let me briefly explain gold transfer system, GTS. GTS is developed by Takas Bank with traditional technology, and it enables gold transfer between banks and the end user. By the GTS project, gold physically stored in secure Borsa İstanbul and Turkish state mint vaults are converted into the digital BIGA assets. Each digital asset is produced according to its physical basis. By the way, 1 BIGA is transferred to the users' accounts held on the digital asset platform in the exchange for 1 gram of gold. In opposite case, 1 BIGA is converted into 1 gram of physical gold. End users can perform their transactions through mobile applications provided by them, Takas Bank member banks. Users can exchange their big assets via the node and convert them into non-physical gold. End users can also withdraw their gold physically if they wish. At the end of 2019, the blockchain-based transfer platform was launched with the bigger digital gold. The platform was created to enable the transfer of digital assets using blockchain technology. In the created structure, compliance with regulations and full privacy for end users on the blockchain were ensured using the zero-knowledge algorithm. A permissioned blockchain network was used, which allowed only bigger member institutions to participate as node in the blockchain network. All business rules were developed through smart contracts. The first phase was implemented in 2019 with the participation of our country's leading bank. Although sufficient infrastructure was provided for the transfer of gold in the first stage, its use for other assets was not possible due to limitations of the zero-knowledge algorithms used. Following Takas Bank R&D improvements, the value space was expanded from 2 to the power 32 to 2 to the power 64. In other words, it increased from almost 4.2 billion to 18.4 quintillion. This expansion allowed to all assets to be represented on the blockchain. In addition, with the increase the value space, decimal transaction became possible. While increasing the value space, the transaction completion time was reduced from 3 seconds to 1. Another important issue in the blockchain usage is scalability. If not scaled correctly, data on the blockchain can take up too much space over time. This can lead to problems such as slowing down transactions on the blockchain and difficulties in storing the chain. Following the improvement effort, the size of the transaction was reduced from 22 kilobytes to 5. With these improvements, the Takas chain tokenization infrastructure was created. The bigger product has become the first digital asset represented on Takas chain. In 2024, with integration of Turkish state mint, the number of gold custodians in the system was increased. We gained important experience from the project during the process. These projects have allowed us to make major improvements and valuable learnings. One of the key points was increased mobility of gold, a critical asset in the financial field. We also successfully established first blockchain network within the Turkish financial sector. Another important achievement is the ability of blockchain technologies and traditional technologies to work together in a hybrid format. In this way, the old one and the new one work smoothly in the same picture. We have built a blockchain technology transfer and payment systems that allows users to conduct transactions seamlessly. We have also supported the development of blockchain ecosystem through our work. These experiences will give us as we lead and develop the technology in the financial sector. Thank you for listening to me as I conclude my remarks here. If you'd like to learn more about Takas chain and BIGA, our team will be happy to provide more detailed information and answer your questions after this session. Thank you.
For your presentation, we'll ask you to take a seat again, and now we'll invite our last presenter, Mr. Özkan İlkay KIZILTOPRAK, Executive Vice President, Market Operations from the MKK. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Dear guests, today I would like to focus on the 5 pillars, especially important for fostering collaboration and innovations within inter-regional landscape. So these 5 pillars is enhance interoperability, staying competitive, regulatory landscape, client-centric approach, and sustainability, ECH, environment, social, and governance. So we need to focus on these 5 pillars. when we look at the first one is the enhanced interoperability, because with this pillar, we need to create a globalized market in which there are standard protocols and platforms. It can be done within this system. So, in order to create the globalized market, there are 3 items we have identified. One of them, creating and setting omnibus account. You know, an easiest way and simplify the transactions. When you open an omnibus account, there is a minimum fee you have charged to make the international settlement. So we have in MKK, we have few omnibus account. One of them is Euroclear, is very active account. The second one is the dual listing method. At this model, the equities are traded, registered and traded at the same time at the 2 different countries. So the benefit of this process is getting the margin, benefiting of margin trading process. So in Turkey, we have one example, DOCO shares. At the same time, the same shares are traded in Istanbul Stock Exchange and also Austrian Stock Exchange as well. The third one, opening account opening process. So especially for the foreign countries, we can be the center of the collection of account opening documentations. In Turkey, we are the financial account center. Our regulators define as MKK as a financial account center. So we are able to set a process in order to collect the data, account opening documentations from the foreign customer, especially in the creation of the digital ID. In order to start in Turkey to buy and sell process, this account opening documentation process will be getting much more important for our customers. Another one in the morning sessions, we talk about creating a digital unique ID. Maybe if we want to foster our collaborations and innovations, so maybe we need to focus on this one within the as an inter-regional activity. We can create a digital ID, unique digital ID. It's applicable at all countries. The second pillar is the staying competitive. As you know, today the fintechs are giving a custody service as well. So in this case, to stay resilient against fintech disruption, CSD must focus on integrating API portal. So with this integration, we need to increase our integration with all the stakeholders, and also we need to concentrate on international level as well. APIs enable easy connection between various platforms, and API-driven architecture eliminate capacity issue by allowing scalable real-time data exchange, and so on. The second one under the fintech disruption, automation, robotic process automation. So as you know, the cost is more important thing. In our CSD, in MKK as well, there are many manual process. In order to minimize this process and in order to diminish our cost, so we need to put a RPA structure. So with this process, human-related associate with the human-related cost. Also, we need to decrease the participant stakeholder commission as well. The third one under the fintech staying competitive, we have all CSD create value-added services. One of them is the electronic general meeting system. Currently, with this system, which means that all the listed company in stock exchange, Istanbul Stock Exchange, they should use the electronic general meeting. So with this system, the company integrate all the company informations electronically transferred to the electronic general meeting system. The system sent the notification to the shareholders at the same time with the virtual onboard, with the virtual things video stream, and also all the investor can able to see and participate to the general meeting. Currently, Indonesia is using our customized eGEM general meeting system. The other one is a value-added services electronic board of directors system. So with this system, we can organize all the organization, especially board of directors and the company executive on the virtual basis. So with this system, the companies make their decisions based on this over this system, and then send all the resolutions automatically to the trade registry system as well. The last one is under the staying competitive crowdfunding process, crowdfunding system. The crowdfunding system is very new, so if you need any idea, if you need any fund through the platform with the integration of MKK system, all the new company entrepreneur create their shares in our system, and all investor, end user and investor see their shares in our system as well. These shares are also visible in our mobile application simultaneously. The fourth one, the staying competitive, is the central bank digital currency integration. This is very transformative idea. I know in Turkey we have a POC type of things is managed by the Central Bank of Turkey. So the settlement, CST, can be connected with this system in order to make the clearing and the settlement process as well. This can be done maybe in the future or maybe near future, but this is very important if you want to increase or if you want to go the atomic type of settlement system. Definitely we need to integrate the central digital currency system as well. So the other one is the regulatory landscape. I'm not sure how much time I have. One? Really? Okay. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to continue later on. Okay, the last one is maybe the regulatory landscape. For the regulatory one, there shouldn't be gap between the technology changes and regulatory. So based on our current expertise, based on our system, so we need to define relevant regulations. So the most important thing, creating the asset classes. For example, in Turkey, we have agricultural products, and producer go to the license warehouse. They can store their products. These products are registered in our system, converted into electronic one. The other one is e-commodity. For any storable, any measurable products, physical products can be converted into electronic form in our system as well. You know the digital asset. We have many talks about it, but I'm going to the other one on the maybe 2 minutes we have. Risk management. Risk monitoring is another important factor in order to understand the trends and anomaly. Cyber risk, it's again another important thing. because we know the cyber risk, but we know in order to make to understand what is going on in the world, definitely we need to understand best practices in other regions. So we need to have a collaboration in the cyber risk as well. The client-centric approach, we have two models. One is mobile application, is available in Turkey. In financial literacy is another important factor, but we are collecting many data, and with this data, we are submitting through our website, which is called data analytic platform, and the investor can understand the trends and economic structure. This is another important factor in order to increase financial literacy. The last one is the sustainability. We have a disclosure platform. Tomorrow we will discuss, we will give much more information about them. But the corporate reporting, ECH, is another important one. But in order to identify the problem, we need to get some details from the company. So with this platform, all the company send their informations this platform, so we can identify the problem. That's why this is very important. The last one, the green finance, carbon emissions. As you know, CDS can play a very good role in order to make a registry and current system. So all the carbon allowance can be credited electronically in our system and make the integration with the other party easily. Thank you very much.